you have lost your way along the road and you can't see anything you can call your own, but you see what's the difference, what you've made now. You have to take a hold of all the games you played, baby, don't be blind, it's yours to lose. Take responsibility for the path you choose, baby, don't be blind. Wasn't long ago, only yesterday, you weren't scared of anything, you're on your way. But you let them win, let them beat you down, let them take the best of you when I was not around. But I'm waiting here like I've always been, faithful as the summer breeze, an eternal friend. You just have to turn around, it don't matter when. You lost your way along the road, and you can't see anything, you know you're wrong. You are not beat, not a dude, you just have to carry on. Have to try, don't be blind, it's yours to lose. Take responsibility for the path you choose, baby, don't be blind every single day. We can find the strength inside, we can find our way, yeah, 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 yeah. Sometimes in our lives we all have pain, we all have sorrow, but if we are wise then we will know there's always tomorrow. Lean on me when you're not strong, I'll be your friend, I'll help you carry on. It won't be long, but I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. Just call on me, brother, when you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on. I just might have a problem that you don't understand. We all need somebody to lean on. You know me, when I'm not strong, I'll be your friend, I'll be carry on. It won't be long, I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. Please swallow your pride if I have faith. You need tomorrow, but no one can fill all of your needs that you will not show. Just call on me, brother, when you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on. I just might have a problem that you don't understand. We all need somebody to lean on. You know me, when you're not strong, I'll be your friend, I'll help you carry on. It won't be long, I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. If you have a load you cannot bear, you cannot carry on. Right up the road, I share your load. If you just call me when you need a friend. Just call me when you need a friend. Ah, you just call me when you need a friend. Just call me when you need a friend. Just call me. This song I wrote from one of the 4 musicals I've written. This one's called contained. Ever wonder where a life begins? It begins when you inhale. Come a part of everything, and that's when you begin to say, yeah, 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 yeah. Ride the currents of the up and down, flow along with everybody else. But you could get caught up in yourself, yeah, 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 yeah. Get caught up in the lies you tell. You could get caught up in the fun. Could get caught up in just getting by. Watch the days flow one by one. There are choices that you have to make. You could decide to just let go. Decide that you ain't giving up. If you do, then you don't know. Times are hard, it starts to show. Give faith and giving love, and you will grow. Light in every one of you, and it's burning like a flame. There is nothing that you cannot do if you refuse to be contained. Yeah, 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 yeah. So I told you where life begins. It begins when you inhale. Come a part of everything, and that's when you begin to say, yeah, yeah. There are choices that you have to make. You could decide to just let go. Decide that you are giving up. If you do, then you don't know. And times are hard, it starts to show. Give faith and giving love, and you will grow. Light in every one of you, and it's burning like a flame. There's nothing that you cannot do if you refuse to be contained. Yeah, 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 yeah. Refuse to be contained is an act of refusal. Another friend of mine calls it non-cooperation. This next tune I'm going to do is a cover that lots of people do. Apparently it was in the commemoration for the 400,000 people who've died from COVID thus far. This version is slightly modified by me to reflect my experience of songwriting. There was a secret chord David played and teased the Lord, but you don't really care for music, do you? It goes like this: the fourth, the fifth, minor fall, major left, other kings to the hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Faith was strong, but you needed proof. You saw her bathing on the roof. The beauty of the moonlight overthrew you. She tied you to a kitchen chair, broke your throne and cut your hair from your lips. She do the hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. No, this work is all in vain. Every line comes out the same. a shattered dream that never quite gets to you. But there's a blaze of light in every word. Doesn't matter what you've heard, the holy or the broken. Hallelujah, 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 bared my soul, it wasn't much. Tried to feel, but I couldn't touch. A fleeting dream that does its best to fool you. But even though it all went wrong, stand before the Lord of song with nothing on my tongue but hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Really appreciate everybody tuning into these videos and supporting local music and distance music. So funny, it occurred to me, I don't know where you're from, because people could be tuning in from all over the world now, huh? There's a whole new meaning to the world, the idea of local. Maybe independent artists. It's another little tune I wrote. When you're feeling lost and naked and not cold, and the war inside your head is just so, you got to take somebody's hand and let the rain just wash away what you've been told, yeah. There's nothing you can do to stop the pain. If you ever want to see the sun again, you got to let that river flow and let the water wash away, but you can't change it. Burn like a flame, no one can take. Shine like a star, be who you are, yeah, yeah, yeah. Feeling lost and naked and not cold, and the war inside your head is just so old. You got to take somebody's hand and let the rain just wash away what you've been told, yeah. It's the only thing that's standing in your way. There's a secret you can keep inside that you won't say. But if you let somebody know, you see that nobody is perfect anyway. It burn like a flame, no one can take. Shine like a star, be who you are. 'Cause know that you have to be who I see right here and now. You're feeling lost and naked and not cool. And you're holding back those tears that you won't cry. And you've been doing it so long you can't remember why. So let yourself move on and let your spirit and your soul begin to fall. And shine like a star. Be who you are. Be who you are. It's the most important thing you can be. There's an inherent value. Well, I fully believe that there's an inherent value in you being who you are, regardless of who it is that you are that listening to this video. I can say that to anybody because it's there's a lot in this culture that seems to suggest that there's certain people who are better than others, and I just don't believe it. Wise men say only fools rush in, but I can't help falling in love with you. If I stay, would it be a sin? Oh, I can't help falling in love with you. Like the river flows surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things were meant to be. Take my hand, take my whole life too. I can't help falling in love with you. Like the river flows surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things were meant to be. Take my hand, take my whole life too. I can't help falling in love with you. And I can't help falling in love with you. Wrote this song 5 minutes ago, and I'm not sure that it makes sense. Trying to put down in words what had me on this fence. Can't be no one as blessed as me to be standing here with you. Maybe I just can't believe all my dreams came true. When I look into your eyes and I see the love you have for me, maybe I don't understand just how it came to be. You see me in my darkest times, you know, you see my soul laid bare. Reached out with an empty hand, and even still I saw you there. Oh, oh, oh. The riddle of the rainbow is that the colors we see are shining down on everyone, no matter how they came to be. Wrote this song 5 minutes ago. Now I'm sure it don't make sense, 'cause I don't need to understand what had me on this fence. Can't be no one as blessed as me to be standing here with you. Think it's time to just believe that all my dreams came true. It's called the 5-Minute Song. It's on my new CD. It's not really a CD yet. It's a digital release. You can find it on the interwebs, where you can find everything. Except reality. So let's do this song now. The song's about how there's so many invitations around to think that we can replace our amazing relationships in reality with digital ones and digital things. And turns out that's just not the case. It's just something I think we're all realizing now. I've got a watch that knows each step I take. It's charging on a shelf. I've got a fridge that tells me what's inside, makes ice all by itself. I've got a 4K HD television that talks to my phone. I've got a car that cost $100 grand. I've parked it right outside, and I know just where I like to go. Takes me for a ride, and it plays me all my favorite songs, but I still feel all alone, because I've got no you. I've got no you, no. I've got no you. I've got no you, no, no. If I want a chateau in the south of France or a mansion in Bel Air, I put on my VR headset and it seems like I am there. Or 1,000 of my favorite spots, from Singapore to Rome. I've got a condo west of Central Park that's right up in the sky, and my smart home keeps me comfortable, so I don't have to try. But no matter where I rest my head, still don't seem like home, because I've got no you. I've got no you, no. I've got no you. I've got no you, no. And my mother always told me there are things you just can't buy, and I tried hard to convince myself that that was just a lie. But the more I realize what I've lost, I understand it must be true. Because with everything I have that I've got charging on a shelf, I am still standing here with nothing in a life all by myself. And I bought them to replace you, but that's one thing that they just can't do, because they're just not you, no, no, no. They're just not you, no. They're just not you, no, no, no. They're just not you, no, 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 no. Can't believe we're here once more. Try to deny this a color war, waiting for someone else to change. Same deck of cards, rearrange. So many words that went unsaid. So many secret lies erased. See your actions through these wide eyes. Miss the difference. Miss the difference between the truth and the lies. And it's time to stop believing it will be okay somehow. We need a revolution and it has to start right now. It's time for me to make this a song about. Hear the words you say. Oh, get out of your way. Listen to my pain. Never gonna walk away again. There's a secret that we don't tell. Brought us through this hell. We don't even know what's true. We can't accept a different point of view. So it's time to stop believing it will be okay somehow. If you need a revolution and it has to start right now. And it's time for me to make this is all about. Hear what you say. Well, get out of your way. Listen to my pain. Never gonna walk away again. But don't you know, I believe that justice is a goal that we can reach. Maybe the beginning is the practice of what we preach, and to make that the first lesson that we teach. Oh, we can't believe we're here once more. No, can't believe we're here once more. Trying to deny this a color war, waiting for someone else to change. Same deck of cards, rearrange. But now at last the time has come. Stand for all, not just for some. Maybe finally we'll see. We can share the fruit of liberty. Oh, it's time to stop believing it will be okay somehow. We need a revolution and it has to start right now. And it's time for me to make this a song about. Hear the words you say. I won't get out of your way. Listen to my pain. Never gonna walk away again. Never gonna walk away again. I'll never walk away again. Yeah. That's my vow. Never gonna walk away again. Based on what one of my friends used to call a true fact, that as an extremely privileged white man, I could walk away from that conversation about race and privilege, and so I'm simply pledging that I will not. And I will keep bringing it up like I do here, like I am now. But also not to foist it on others. It's really, I believe very strongly that it is a job for white guys like me. And I'm not pointing the finger at anybody in terms of who needs to do the work. Well, I am pointing the finger at somebody. It's me! I can do that. I can point the finger at me by pointing at the little camera there. The little screen, point the finger at me. That's a new thing. That's a techno thing. Well, let's see. Don't get. Oh, here's a picture. Gonna do a little Sarah Bareilles tune. This is the tune that I always started up my. Oh yeah, just little fun fact. So, Barefoot Basement Buskin. The reason why the barefoot thing's in there is because I am barefoot. I'm always barefoot, and it's not really that big of a deal when you're in a basement. Although it is, of course, not that warm. It's not that cold. But it's not that warm when I'm barefoot outside in January. I definitely get some attention. You can be amazing, you can turn a phrase into a weapon or a drug. You can be the outcast, be the backlash of somebody's lack of love. You can start speaking up, nothing's gonna hurt you the way the words do when they settle beneath your skin. Trapped on the inside with no sunlight, sometimes the shadow wins. I wonder what would happen if you say what you wanna say, let the words fall out on this beat. I wanna see you be brave with what you want to say, let the words fall out on this beat. I wanna see you be brave. Everybody's been there, everybody's been stared down on the other beat. Falling from the fear and done some disappearing, bow down to the mighty, yeah. Don't run, stop holding your tongue. Maybe there's a way out of this cage where you live. Maybe one of these days you're gonna let the light in. So how big your brave is and say what you wanna say. Let the words fall out on this beat. I wanna see you be brave with what you want to say. Let the words fall out on this beat. I wanna see you be brave. So your history is silent don't do you any good. If you think it would, let your words be anything but empty. Why don't you tell them the truth? And say what you wanna say. Let the words fall out on the beat. I wanna see you be brave with what you want to say. Let the words fall out on this beat. I wanna see you be brave. Just wanna see. I just wanna see. I just wanna see. I wanna see you be brave. Just wanna see. I just wanna see. I just wanna see. I wanna see you be brave. Sarah Bareilles, Brave. A little tune I wrote called Watch Me. Mary Parker lived on Freeman Street and liked to wear pink ribbons in her hair. Now she wasn't gonna be found the folks around. It's up and stand, yeah. But when they said you can't dress like that, she said, watch me, why don't you watch me, yeah. Come and watch me, yeah, why don't you watch me, yeah. Come and watch me, yeah. Daniel Davis had a living room with windows right along the central square. And whenever he would hear a tune, sing and dance and fly, yeah. But when a man said you can't dance like that, he said, watch me, why don't you watch me, yeah. Come and watch me, yeah, why don't you watch me, yeah. Come and watch me, yeah, yeah, yeah. We can dream about the things that we might be. We can take it on and throw it in the sea. Just remember in this moment you are free, yeah, 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 yeah. Stanley Thomas lost his job and to the news, a big smile on his face. Then he laughed and said he'd take some time and maybe even quit. Human race, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, when they said you can't live like that, he said, watch me, why don't you watch me, yeah, yeah. Watch me, yeah, yeah, why don't you watch me, yeah, yeah. Watch me, yeah, yeah, yeah. And when they said you can't think like that, dream like that, be like that, act like that, live like that, see like that, just tell them to watch me, yeah. But watch me, yeah, yeah, why don't you watch me, yeah, yeah, yeah. But watch me, yeah. Song about standing up to those voices that say, oh, you can't do that, or you're too old for that, or you're too young for that, or you're... Little Tracy Chapman tune. Don't you know, we're talking about a revolution. Don't you know, talking about a revolution, yeah, 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 yeah. 'Cause they're standing in those welfare lines, crying in those doorsteps of those armies of salvation, wasting time in the unemployment line, sitting around and waiting for our promotion. Don't you know, talking about a revolution. Finally the tables are starting to turn, talking about a revolution, oh, yeah, yeah. Finally the tables are starting to turn, talking about a revolution, oh, standing in those welfare lines, crying those doorsteps of those armies of salvation, wasting time in the unemployment line, sitting around and waiting for our promotion. Don't you know, we're talking about a revolution. Finally the tables are starting to turn, talking about a revolution, oh, yeah. Finally the tables are starting to turn, talking about a revolution, oh, standing in those welfare lines, crying in those doorsteps of those armies of salvation, wasting time in the unemployment line, sitting around waiting for our promotion. Don't you know, talking about a revolution. Don't you know they're not your salvation, talking about a revolution, oh, yeah, yeah. Don't you know they're not your salvation, talking about a revolution, oh, standing in those welfare lines, crying those doorsteps of those armies of salvation, wasting time in the unemployment line, sitting around waiting for our promotion. Don't you know, we're talking about a revolution. Finally the tables are starting to turn, talking about a revolution, oh, yeah. Finally the tables are starting to turn. Thought about a revolution, oh yeah, yeah. Thought about a revolution, oh yeah. Thought about a revolution, oh yeah, 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 yeah. 400,000 people have lost their lives so far. The song is dedicated to them. It is a song about the wisdom of the elders and how tragic it is when it gets lost. Your daddy sits in his recliner, wondering what today will bring. Seems like yesterday was better. Today don't mean a thing. So he sits in that recliner, the past keeps rolling by. Lately he can't seem to figure out if he should even try. Past keeps rolling by, yeah, 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 yeah. So he sits in that recliner and wonders, should he even comb his hair? People walking by the window, do they even know? Not sure he's really there. Did he even comb his hair? Yeah, 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 yeah. Thinking about the choices that he made, baby, when we leave behind. Thinking about what's waiting for him past that next hill, about what we might find. What we leave behind, yeah, 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 yeah. So he sits in that recliner, the flash it all comes clear. Finally gets the answers to the questions he's been asking, and they replace all of his fears. Give meaning to his tears, yeah, yeah. But there's no one there to hear. The song about a special kind of love. Sitting at the table after Sadie died, the in-laws, they were worried and the grandkids cried. Hank just sat there smiling like a little kid, thinking about his life and all the things they did. He used to go out howling at the summer moon, and stay in bed the next day until way past the noon. go off on adventures just because no one knew. These are the kind of things that a Hank and Sadie do. Everybody knows what the Hank and Sadie do. They live like every moment is a dream come true, and they think that life is a pressure. So are you. And everybody knows what Hank and Sadie do. Hank and Sadie met, they were just 18. They were the sweetest pair that you had ever seen. Everybody knew that they would find their way. They saw each other somehow almost every day. Hank and Sadie got married, everyone was there. When Hank went off to war, the whole town said a prayer. Sadie told her parents she was going to. The town folks said that's just what Hank and Sadie do. And everybody knows what the Hank and Sadie do. But live like every moment is a dream come true, and then think that life is a pressure. So are you. And everybody knows what Hank and Sadie do. People say I love like Hank and Sadie do. Like the way the water makes the sky look blue, but when the flame goes out, you know the light goes too. And that's the kind of thing that Hank and Sadie do. Wasn't very long before he closed his eyes to make his way to Sadie like the last crow flies. Grandkids asked their uncle, how come Hank died too? He smiled and said, that's just what Hank and Sadie do. Everybody knows what Hank and Sadie do. Live like every moment is a dream come true, and they think that life is a pressure. So are you. And everybody knows. Everybody knows what Hank and Sadie do. Gonna do some dad songs. It's called Dad. That's actually D-A-D, D-A-D-G-A-D is the actual tuning of the strings. That makes it easy to remember. This is the Joy Williams song. It's a shadow hanging heavy. There's a cold chill in my bones. It's a long road, I am weary. It's a long way home. But I will not shut my eyes. Honey, I will not fall silent. In every mind, I will sing. 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 There's a shadow in the cavern. It's the darkness that you lie. When it's every man for himself, no one's getting out alive. But I will not shut my eyes. Honey, I will not fall fighting. Mary in my I will sing. 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 Sing, 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 canary, sing. Sing, 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 canary, sing. I will sing, I will sing, I will sing. I will sing, I will sing, I will sing. There's a shadow hanging heavy. There's a cold chill in my bones. Little tune I wrote about a three-legged dog and all that he taught. So a sight today you don't always see. Was a three-legged dog to passing me. Something about that dog took me by surprise. Was his dancing steps and his sparkling eyes. It made me think if that dog was me. What a sorry mess I think that I would be. Thinking life was just so unfair. But that little dog didn't seem to care. Wanna live my life like a three-legged dog. Let my worries go like falling off of a log. The second seems like a brand new day. Just to judge what I find along the way. Wanna live my life like a three-legged dog. Walks that dog as he passed me by, with his dancing steps and his sparkling eyes. It made me think how my life would be if I walked along just half that free. And I don't think you'll ever see all the life that he gave me. Yeah. So sad today you don't always see. Was a three-legged dog to passing me. It might seem strange, but I had to say it. Wanna live my life in a whole new way. Wanna live my life like a three-legged dog. Let my worries go like falling off of a log. The second seems like a brand new day. That's just what I find along the way. Yeah, yeah. Wanna live my life. Wanna live my life. Wanna live my life. Live my life like a three-legged dog. Such joy coming from that dog. Which seems completely inconsistent with how I thought it would be for me. To be able to live life with such joy and presence that even if you lose a leg, you can still be in that place of realizing you're alive. And given the available options, alive is better. And my last song to do, my theme song, my gratitude song, my grateful song. We all walk a road that brings both fear and fortune. We all carry gifts, burning our summer times. And the only thing that we all have in common is a strength that just refuses to resign. And I have seen it in the faces of the hungry. I have seen it in the faces of the weak. I have seen it even when there should be nothing. Oh, it is this that brings me here today to speak. And all there's many souls in need of comfort. I thought I'd come here to let you know I'm grateful for this day. Grateful for this day. Don't need any reason, no matter what the season. I'm grateful for this day. I can act as if my whole life is a struggle. I can act as if there's nothing there for me. I can look at everyone like they are strangers, but instead I choose to do my best to see. No, there's many souls in need of comfort. I thought I'd come here to let you know I'm grateful for this day. Grateful for this day. Don't need any reason, no matter what the season. I'm grateful for this day. And I know there'll be times when I feel outnumbered. I thought I'd come here to let you know I'm grateful for this day. I don't need any reason, no matter what the season. I'm grateful for this day. Grateful for this day. I'm grateful for this day. I don't need any reason, no matter what the season. I'm grateful for this day. Yeah. And I know I say it every time, but I really do. I'm truly grateful for each and every one of you for tuning in and being who you are. Most importantly, for being who you are. Tuning in is cool, and tuning in to other people's live streams is also cool. But being who you are, I'm even more grateful for that. But I do appreciate you tuning in, watching these videos. I will see you next week, or not actually this week, Friday. The next live stream, Friday at 5 p.m. Hopefully, I will see you there.